All right, so we are recording this meeting. Just want to let everybody know. Welcome to our first ever meeting, informational meeting night for our BASH program, which is a before and after school hours. My name is Carl Sorvik. I'm the Elkhorn Recreation Director. And before we get started, Sammy and Annabelle are on this call. You'll meet them shortly. I just kind of want to explain how we got to offering this program and just to kind of explain the thought process for the community. So we were informed kind of last year that there was a wait list for this program for before and after school care. So we were looking at trying to address that need and how we address that need. And after kind of talking some more, one couple questions we asked ourselves is where would this program be held? And that's going to be answered at the recreation center. And then secondly, do we have the staff to run this program? And we do. And Annabelle and Samuel will talk about that. And the most important program and probably the most important reason that we're here right now is this third question that we had was busing. So a big shout out to the Elkhorn School District. We're able to fall under their busing for the school. So without them, we wouldn't be having this meeting today. And also you'll see shortly too, we are a pretty affordable program, and that's also kudos to the school district for allowing us to have this opportunity to serve the community. So this program is designed for Jackson and Westside Elementary School. And this meeting is a webinar feature. So if there's any questions at any time, just drop them in the chat. This is very informal presentation. So if you have any questions, we'll do our best to answer those questions as the meeting goes on. And again, one more thank you is they'll talk soon, but Sammy is our recreation supervisor and Annabelle is our before and after school program coordinator for this program. They put together this presentation and kind of created the program, what it's going to look like. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to them and we'll get started.
All right. Thank you, Carl. So as he said, Annabelle and I are leading this BASH program. So it stands for the before and after school hours. So I'm the recreation supervisor. My name's Sammy.
I'm Annabelle Cocroft. I'm going to be the program coordinator.
You already met Carl, and then someone else who helps us a lot is our rec admin assistant, Rachel. So we will be the four people that you would talk with. So what BASH is it is our before and after school program. It is designed to offer a convenient environment for families who need supervision, either before or after school or both. It is established to be the most cost-effective choice for families in the Elkhorn community. So why we're offering it, Carl kind of hit these points before. First is our affordability. So we've been able to set our costs at the lowest rate possible to maintain this affordability throughout all families within Elkhorn. To be able to afford this low rate, we do not offer refunds. We cannot prorate, and we will not be doing multiple child discounts. And like I said, the reason we're doing that is because we're offering it at a significantly lower rate than many other places. It's also a major community need. So a lot of other before and after school programs have very long wait lists. And so to help the community, we saw that this is something that is really needed. And with help from the school district, we've been able to bring this community up and start this program, and we'll be starting it with 48 kids. So what this program actually is, it is available for all Elkhorn area students, kindergarten through 5th grade who attend Westside or Jackson Elementary. The transportation will be the bus systems. So the buses will actually bring the students to the school from the rec center in the mornings. And then after school, it will be bringing them from school to the recreation center. So all parents will have to do is if you're bringing them in the morning, you'll have to drop them off at the recreation center. Or if you're picking them up in the evening, you're picking them up from the recreation center. And just so everybody knows, the recreation center is located in Sunset Park by the blue and purple playground. When it is, so we are offering 3 different options. You can either do just the morning program, just the evening, or you can do both. So you will be able to select those different options. It is only on scheduled school days for the Elkhorn Area School District. So that will not include days that there are inclement weather or in-service days. So to help with that, for the in-service days, we do offer no school adventure days through the through the recreation center. And you can join those for an additional cost. So what a daily schedule might look like is we'll have arts and crafts, indoor and outdoor activities. We have the playground right outside here. We're gonna be offering before and after school snacks. So there will be some questions later when you actually fill out forms that will ask about if there's any restrictions for allergies. And so we'll be offering a healthy snack through that. Homework help will be offered if needed. And then also might have occasional guest speakers. So where it's located, like I said, it is at the Recreation Center, which is at 200 Devendorf Street to be exact, but in Sunset Park, next to the pool. And the person who is in charge is our program coordinator, Annabelle, right here, and she'll oversee 6 different staff who will help her oversee the program.
And then Sammy, really quick too, I miscommunicated. So we don't have a chat, but we have a Q&A feature and we're using that. So any questions you have during the presentation, feel free to ask. And then we'll try to address that during the presentation. All right, go ahead.
All right. So the cost for our program. So we're offering 3 different payment plans. And we're doing payment plans because we find that you can choose which one best fits your family and what you are able to afford. At the top, you can see what we will be charging per hour. So like we said, we are doing a very low rate. So our residents will be paying $3.75 an hour, while our non-residents are paying $3.95 an hour. So each family will need to choose a payment plan and have that filled out at the time of registration. And you will have to have a credit card on file to be auto-charged starting August 1st for those payment plans. So every payment plan will begin on August 1st. So there's the 3 different plans that I mentioned that you can choose from. They're on the screen. So you can see the first payment plan is if you just decide to pay in full. And then we broke it into those 3 categories. If you decide you're just doing mornings, if you're only doing afternoons, or if you decide to do both. We have the resident and non-resident rate listed. Our second payment plan is if you want to pay half of the payment in August, and then the other half of the payment would be in January. So it would be January 6th and August 1st. You can see that listed as well. And again, it's broken in those 3 tiers. And our last payment plan is if you pay bi-monthly, so you would be charged 2 times a month for 9 months, and you can see those costs labeled as well. So I'll just give you a minute to look at that screen. And we will talk about the times for the AM and PM programs in just a moment. So how registration is actually going to work for this is we are going to do a lottery registration this year. So what you'll have to do is our sign up for this opens on Monday, March 11th at 8 a.m. So you'll go into Rec Desk and you want to make sure that is the Elkhorn Park and Rec Desk, not the schools. And so just make sure that you have an account with us. And if you don't have one, you can create one. So you'll go in and you will actually sign up through that. And there is no cost associated with that at the moment. You're just going to be put in basically the sign up. So you can do that online, in person, or over the phone. And you can call us at the Recreation Center. It's open from 8 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. and only on March 11th. Rec Desk, the Rec Desk registration that you'll look for if you do it online is called BASH, Before and After School Hours Lottery Entry. So those are the exact words that it will be. If you just look up BASH, it should pop up. How the lottery will work is that very next day on Tuesday, we will be drawing names and we will have 1 name per family in the drawing so that nobody is getting, no one's going to be able to have multiple names in there. So there'll be 1 name per family in the drawing. And if you are drawn, we'll know with that if you are doing the AM, the PM, or the AM and PM. It's going to show those actually in your registration. And so once we draw that, we will send you an email, and it will be the email that is associated with your Rec Desk account. So make sure you're using an email that you do check regularly and have access to. you will be sent an invitation to call us and actually register for the program. The invitation will last till the end of day Friday, which is the 15th. So that's until 4:30 p.m. So you will have from Tuesday the 12th to Friday the 15th. On Friday the 15th, you have to pay the $50 non-refundable deposit as well as turn in those completed forms. So we will have some forms that will be included in that invitation email. So you have to have the payment and the forms completed and sent to us by that Friday. Otherwise, you will be removed from the registration and we will draw a different name. Just some things to note that if one child is selected, the other children in the family will automatically receive a spot. And then also, if you receive a spot for before or after, and you wanted to enroll in both, you will automatically get both of those. So this is a nice little step-by-step of what you should be expecting. So right now, obviously we're at step 1 where it's attending the informational Zoom and asking your questions, and we're going to be able to answer those as best as we can. Step 2, so after this, you're going to want to go on to RecDesk, make sure you have an account, set up one. If you don't, you can read through all the information, and you can wait until Monday the 11th when it actually opens, and that's when you can make sure you put your name in there. Ensure that this program is the best fit for your family. So you're going to want to look at the times that we're offering it and the different payment plans and decide what's going to fit you best. And then I did put in there again to make sure that it is our RecDesk and not the schools. The next step is actually on March 11th at between 8 a.m. and 11:59 p.m., making sure that you get actually into the lottery. And then on March 12th, we begin that process. And then the final step is you will be contacted by me and you will have to fill out all the forms, get in the payment, and make sure that you have everything prepped, and then we can get that set up for you and start creating those payment plans. All right, and so we did see that we have a few questions here, so we can go over those right now.
All right, so one of our questions is like, what are the hours? So our drop-off time will be starting at 7 a.m. And then just until the bus gets here, we're thinking it's gonna be around 8:20, but we have not had that confirmed yet. And then the after-school hours is going to be whenever the kids get here from school, they get out around 3:30, so the buses will bring them here, and then the latest pickup time will be 5 o'clock. And then we will not be prorating like per hour. It's just going to be the set fee in the morning, the afternoon, or both, whatever you choose to do. So if even if you're only there for an hour, it's going to be the same cost.
And then school district. So to my understanding, as long as you attend either West Side or Jackson Elementary, you should be able to be in this program. So I don't think that being open enrolled should be an issue. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. All right. As Carl mentioned before, if you join a little bit late, oh, sorry, since it's parades. So it's not prorated. We will not be doing any prorates. So the set fee is what it will be. Even if you only need it a certain amount of days, that is the fee that you will be paying.
If your kid is not going to be here in the information packet that you'll be getting my personal like phone number. You can leave me a voicemail there or call, and then that's just how you'll let us know that your kid will not be there that day.
There is a late fee for late pickups, so we do have a certain amount of, you get basically 3 warnings, and then the 4th one will result in a dismissal from the program. So you're the first one, you'll just be reminded of the pickup time. The second one will be invoiced $15 as a late pickup charge. The 3rd time, you will be invoiced again for another $15, and then that will be your final warning. So then if you pick them up late again a 4th time, then that would result in the dismissal from the program. Carl, if you want to answer that question.
Yeah, so we can certainly accommodate for kids with special needs. So if you all we just need is just like proper care and everything like that. We do have funds available to make all programs available to those students. So if you have any questions, you can email Sammy and Annabelle directly with that. We do things similar for our Sense at Camp program, so that's certainly something we can accommodate. As for the busing, that would have to be for reaching out with the school district directly to make sure that's an option for us. And then there's an anonymous attendee, but breakfast and snack will be provided. Yes, there will be a snack and breakfast provided. And that's included in the hourly cost, so it's not a separate fee by any means.
In the morning and the afternoon, there will be a snack.
We also have a informational packet that goes more into depth about a few things that we will send after this meeting. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, so this was just kind of to explain what the payment system looked like. So I know that's a lot of families' questions right off the bat, and the packet will kind of go into further detail. So this was kind of a non-informal meeting just to answer your questions right away if you had them. Then one question is, we don't know how long the bus route will be, Ashley. I can tell you that we're either more than likely be at the end of the bus route or the beginning of the bus route. We're hoping that it's at the end for the morning and the first one for the afternoon. Just given the amount of kids that we might have on the bus, I think logistically we're hoping that it works out that way. But I do know the school district is working on their bus routes right now for next school year. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we have a better answer for that. So if there's not any more questions, like Sammy said, well, there's informational packet that we'll be sending out that you guys can look at as a family and kind of make a decision if this is something you're interested in to sign up for. And then based off of that, you guys can participate in the wait list for the lottery. And then what is the earliest time for drop off in the morning? So we're going to be prepared to have kids at 7 a.m. So that is the earliest time. So 7 a.m. in the morning is the earliest time for drop off. Yeah, so listen, so right now we're kind of capped and at 48 kids. So the 48 kids is basically more so our location and how we can safely, in case of inclement weather and everything like that. That's kind of what the number is for our Sense at Camp program. We do have a large amount of interest in this program. That's why the decision was made to go to a lottery format, just to try to make things as fair as possible. Not everybody's available at midnight to sign up for a program or 8 a.m. if they have a day job, like most families do. So the lottery format is to make it as fair as possible because we do expect a high demand for this program. And we just want to make sure we communicate that from the beginning, and that's why we're doing the lottery format. It looks like
Um,
Sammy's sharing something else on her screen.
I was gonna say, if you can see it. So we also wanted to share kind of like what the schedule, it's like a rough draft of what the schedule would look like. But you can see that from 7 to 8:10, that would be like arrival, and we'll have snacks and free play. Students can do arts and crafts, homework, puzzles, and games. And then basically from there, you'll be cleaning up and then have outside time and playtime, weather permitting. And just in the morning, it will just be a snack. We're not providing a full breakfast, just so everybody is aware. And then.
And then the after will be this, almost the same thing. They'll come, once they get off the bus, we'll have another snack ready for them to go when they get here. We'll do more indoor crafts activities, outdoor activities, as long as the weather is nice. It is our goal to also be getting some guest speakers to come, whether that's the fire department doing a little presentation or the police department with their K9 unit. We want to get as many opportunities available as possible.
And then if, just another informational question for everybody too. So we will be open any Elkhorn school day. So obviously, anytime the kids go to school, we're open and ready for them, to come before and after school. And then we do have selected no school adventure days, if that's what your family is looking for that additional coverage. Not so much the major holidays, obviously, like Christmas and everything, but those kind of random days, I'll call them, throughout the year for staff and services. We do that now currently. And that's basically a no school adventure day. So they'll go on a trip, come to the rec center, have lunch with us, and they'll hang out with us for the day when you have those kind of no school days where if you're working, there's an option for your kiddo. And then one person asked about the 129.04 for the bi-monthly fee per child. Is that a per child for the whole family? So that is per child. So if you have 2 children, it would be, roughly 260. All right. Looks like we have.
For the no school adventure days, currently it is for 1st grade through 5th grade.
And that's mainly because our Sunset Camp program is the same format during the summer. All right, well, we're kind of nearing the half an hour mark here. So we will stay on, we'll end the recording right now. We'll stay on for any questions, but feel free to leave at any time. And then again, if you have any questions, you can contact us directly. Definitely look out for that informational packet for just additional information about the BASH program, times, et cetera, and everything like that. And if you have any questions before the March 11th waitlist period, definitely ask away. We'll make sure to answer that for you. And then I will end the recording. So thank you, everybody.